Hello everyone. In today's video, I will discuss about Radcliffe-Brown's functionalism, and this will be the continuation of previous video, and there will be numbers of video in this series. So, in today's video, I will particularly focus on the Radcliffe-Brown's idea of function. So Radcliffe-Brown took the reference of Emile Durkheim's idea of functionalism, and he modified it in his own approach, in his own perspective of functionalism and theory. So very important thing in the functionalism is function, social system, social structure, and the unity in the society. There is unification of various social parts, various parts of the society. And most important concept, most important idea of functionalism is the function. So here Radcliffe-Brown took the idea of Durkheim. Durkheim used the concept needs for understanding, for describing the function. That is, according to Durkheim, society is constitute of different parts, and these different parts have the needs, and these different parts fulfills these needs for the maintenance of the whole society. So these needs are the needs of the society, and the various parts of the society fulfills these needs, that is meet these needs. So ultimately these needs are the needs of the various parts as well as the whole society. So if the various needs are fulfilled, then the whole society will be in order, in function. And Durkheim basically took the idea of organic analogy, and similarly Radcliffe-Brown also took the idea of organic analogy. So organic analogy, as we know, is a comparison between organic structure and the human society. So I am not going into a detail about Durkheim's idea of functionalism, but Radcliffe-Brown, how he analyzed this function. He replaced the needs with the necessary conditions of existence. Radcliffe-Brown has not used need. He rather used necessary conditions of existence. He also used the organic analogy to understand the human society, but he also tried to differentiate human society from the organic structure, and how society has a different the structure, different systems and different dimensions and different attributes that he described, that he pointed out and analyzed. So necessary conditions of existence, that is, according to him, there are various parts in the society as it is there in the organic body, organic structure. Organic structure, for example, the human body, which is constituted of different parts, and all the parts are interdependent. That is, no part is independent or isolated, all parts are interdependent, and all the parts needs certain things, that is needs, and then again the whole body also needs certain things. ultimately the whole body becomes orderly because all the parts contributes contributes or meet the needs or fulfills the needs. So this is internal structure a system in the organic body. Similarly, society has also many parts. All the parts are interdependent and all the part contributes, and this is what he said, that these are the necessary conditions of existence for the human society. The human society cannot exist without the function of the various parts of the society. If the various parts of the society is not functioning, that means there is no society. So for society, these various parts must function. So with the function of these various parts makes the society as a whole. Then he tried to, there is Ratley Brown tried to understand this how this functioning of society, functioning of various parts maintains continuity of social structure. As we know, society is not static, social structure and system is not static, it constantly changing over the period of time. So Ratley Brown pointed out this aspect, that is the functioning of the society, functioning of various parts of the society, and the function and the continuity of the social structure is the most important aspect of functionalism. That is, functionalism must discuss how the functioning of social institutions, that is social parts of the society and society as a whole, is going on. Then function, there is continuity of the social structure is going on. So for him, the social structure maintains a continuity in its process. It's not static, and over the period of time, over the period of time, this continuity is happening. So how this continuity is happening, how this function is happening, that needs lots of discussion, but particularly I am giving you a brief example. There is through socialization process, through transmission of social structure, systems, social institutions from one generation to another generation maintains the continuity. Again, this continuity is also not a static. This continuity also brings change. Means society evolves, develops, progresses in different aspects over the period of time. This also happens because of the various activities, in different parts of the society, that is in different institutions of the society. Different institutions in the society involves the activities of the people, activities of the individuals, and with the changing of the activities, the institutions changes, or with the changing of the institution, society changes, social structure changes. So this is how it maintains its continuity, and this continuity is quite progressive, and it evolves over the period of time. Now here, function is something which is necessary conditions of existence. That is, without the functions, society cannot exist. Now, who functions? Various parts of the society functions. For whom? For the whole society. That is, various parts of the society constitute the society, and various parts functions for the maintenance of the whole society. Radcliffe Brown also analyzed how the organic structure, organic body is different from human society, or human society is different from organic structure, organic body. He analyzed, this is Radcliffe Brown analyzed, that is in organic structure, three important things exist. Three important things that must be analyzed if one wants to understand the organic structure. One is morphology, second one is physiology, and third one is development or evolution. Morphology means internal organic structure. Physiology means that is the system or mechanism of functioning of the whole body. Development or evolution means the change or modification or the evolution of the organic structure. So similar things he has found in the society, but the nature of these three aspects, uh, are changed in the human society. So according to Radcliffe Brown, there is in society social morphology, social physiology, and social evolution. Social morphology, there is internal structure of the society. So this internal structure of the society is different from organic structure. Organic structure has a visibility. Organic structure can be observed from outside, like animals or any kind of the organic body which is visible, which can be traced. But in human society, society or social institution cannot be understood just as a physical structure. Unless and until there is no activity, society or social institution cannot be visualized, cannot be exhibited, or cannot be manifested, or cannot be traced. So there is a difference in the social morphology. There is difference in the society. There is difference between the organic structure and the human society. The social morphology for the Radcliffe Brown is that society is visible through its activities. Society is visible through the activities of the people. People are involved in the institution, or there is people makes up the institutions, and institutions once makes or once involves in the activities, then the society is visible. Otherwise society is not visible. Just mere human body is not enough for describing society. It needs a particular way of action, activity. So this is what internal structure of the society, that is just mere existence of the geography, mere existence of the human beings, or geographical distribution is not enough. Geographical distribution may be understood in the form of different localities, but to understand society there needs to be activities. Second thing is social physiology. Physiology, as we know, there is functioning of the various parts of the body, organic body, or functioning of the organic structure of body. Similarly, there is social physiology. There is how society functions, how various parts of the society functions. So various parts of the society functions and maintains the unity, maintains a functional unity. Radcliffe Brown again saying this functional unity is a hypothesis. That is, his idea of functional unity is a hypothesis that I am going to discuss later. So society functions, or various parts of the society contributes in functioning of the society because there is functional unity. There is various parts of the society constitute the whole society. There is society as a whole, and it functions. So that means various functions makes this society a functional entity. This is how functional unity exists. That means, according to Radcliffe Brown, society has a social system. Social system has its many parts, and these parts uh, these parts performs various functions, and various functions again uh, combined into the whole society. This is how functional unity maintains. So this is, according to Rutley Brown, is a hypothesis, because his study was based on the primitive society or a simple society. According to him, it can be further examined whether this functional unity is there or not in different other society. Third aspect that Rutley Brown pointed out is the social evolution. As human body or organic structure system evolves from one stage to another stage, human society also evolves, develops from one stage to another stage. Society may undergo changes, transformation, alteration, and this process can also be considered as social evolution or social development. So as we discussed that this functional unity or a function of various parts of the society is prevalent, and according to Rutley Brown, this is the hypothesis. This can be examined further, and two important thing he has mentioned again. There is two important thing in the sense that is uh, two important aspects of the study of human society. One is understanding the history of the society, another one is the functioning of the society. That is how society came into being and how society is functioning. So two different aspects must be covered by functionalist or functionalism. That is how society came into being and how society functions. So further discussion we shall make to understand all the other ideas of Rutley Brown, particularly about the social structure. So in this video we have discussed how he used the organic analogy. Again, he also pointed out the difference between organic body, organic structure with that of human society. There is three different aspects are also prevalent in the society. There is morphology, physiology and evolution, but it has a different features, attributes and distinctiveness. So this is how he tried to explain the function of various parts of the society and function that performs by the society as a whole, and this is how society maintains its order. So we will continue the discussion in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.